If I can make it there, don't you know I'll make it anywhere. It's a coming through New York. New
On the exclusive grounds of the Ritz-Carlton in Toronto, Italian celebrity Christian Di Sica, son of the iconic director and actor Vittorio Di Sica, closes the 2017 Italian Contemporary Film Festival, a film celebration that reached its 6th edition and promoting discovery, appreciation, and pride in the diverse and ever-evolving Italian heritage in Canada.
The Italian Contemporary Film Festival is a bridge to Italy, and it's bringing our community together here. So it's an important event that takes place in Cannes now. It's national.
Ontario, as you know, is a very diverse province in a hugely diverse country, and the multiplicity of these stories and experience are part of what makes Canada unique. Through the films we create, we see a reflection of who we are. Through film, we show ourselves to the world, what it means to be Italian, what it means to be Canadian, what it means to be an Italian Canadian.
This edition hit record highs for the festival, a lineup of 190 screenings including features, shorts, and documentaries, dozens of world and North American premieres. With more than 30,000 spectators in 6 Canadian cities, Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver, Quebec City, Vaughan, and Hamilton. Inaugurated as a grassroots nonprofit in 2012, the ICFF has grown to be the largest Italian film festival outside of Italy. The festival has steadily broadened the breadth of its program, a celebration that goes behind the Italian theme and is desirable for audiences of various ages and cultural backgrounds. It inspired a sense of engagement with Canadian filmmakers, audiences, and the community at large, where the ICFF increased focus lies.
We are from Pensare Films. My name is Catherine.
And I'm Robert.
And we're very excited for the world premiere of our short film, Tangerine Cassandra.
She fell in love with La Strada and she wanted to make it a one-woman show, and she decided to go to Italy to find Federico, and she ended up going, and of course a little bit of chaos ensued. So this was a very beautiful and wonderful experience. It was very tough, but I went on a very wild journey making this film, so I hope that you can enjoy the wild journey while watching it.
ICFF brought film enthusiasts together with influential directors, actors, and industry leaders, including the prolific and world-known producer Andrea Iervolino and the Academy Award-winning director Alan Barilaro, a creative master at Pixar Studios.
Look, my relationship with Toronto has been, it's where I grew up, it's where I learned to be an artist. A very tight film community, and a lot of artists, I don't think maybe outside of Toronto they know how well respected the film industry and the artists from Toronto are outside the industry, and particularly in California. A lot of my co-workers even that worked on the film Piper are from Toronto. I love the festival. I think it's a wonderful festival to participate in and to see. It showcases so much of Italian cinema, and I think people have to come to experience the energy and the fun that comes with that festival.
A festival that dedicated the opening and closing films to the prominent females in the industry. Special guest Paolo Cortellesi, an eclectic Italian actress, singer, and showwoman who presented in Canada the international premiere of the film Something New.
Devo dire che qui ho visto che c'è un grande desiderio di vedere il cinema italiano da parte della comunità italiana, che ho capito essere una comunità molto importante qui a Toronto, e però anche insomma, ho notato un grande interesse anche dai non italiani, perciò è stata una cosa bellissima, sono stata travolta da questo, come dire, da questo abbraccio, da questo affetto incredibile, perciò è la cosa più bella che potesse capitare ad un festival, perché non me l'aspettavo veramente.
Director Ruth Borgobello came directly from Australia to present to Canadian audiences her movie, The Space Between, the very first Italian-Australian film production ever made.
It was a big adventure. It was really great to bring Australians to work with the Friulani, the Romani. It was really a mix of different cultures and ways of working, but we sort of created our own way, which was fantastic.
The ICFF 2017 Trilogy Award went to Giancarlo Giannini, Franco Nero, and Danny Aiello. The three iconic actors were praised from the patrons of the gala, all starring in the film The Neighborhood, that was presented at the festival as a world premiere by Canadian director Frank D'Angelo. Another Canadian star, Giacomo Giannotti, with a leading role in the show Grey's Anatomy, brought his short to ICFF as a world premiere, in which he is a first-time director.
Came together, we created the song, we created this music video that was sort of a creation that we made up on a long road trip from Toronto to Los Angeles, and we made this for almost no money, whatever we had in our pockets. There's a lot of love in it, and I thank so much everyone who was a part of it, because I couldn't have done it without them.
ICFF promotes the significance and vitality of the Canadian film industry and culture through ongoing research and showcasing Italian-Canadian artists. The ICFF not only focuses on contemporary cinema, it also looks back and celebrates filmmakers that contributed to the cinema's history of this country.
La Sarrasine is important because it reflects the other side, the Quebec side of Canadian cinema.
One of the things that marks our cinema, at least in Canada, is the fact we do films with little time, little budget, small salaries. And the situation is that much more intense for any film artist that is part of a so-called diverse cultures community. That it's not about what's left to be done, but what did we miss? And I think that in many ways that's something that we could learn as a lesson for specifically Italian-Canadian film artists. And I'm thinking of a native elder who once said, I don't care about your past, but I do care about the stories you're telling in the present about the past.
4,000 students from ages 8 to 18 in over 40 schools packed in the theaters at the festival to see unique, challenging, and educational local and foreign language films not usually available to young students.
We come here not just to watch a great movie, a movie that is going to be, educational in some parts, but also entertaining, but we also talk about how films are made.
In this particular festival's program, supported by the Ontario School Boards, it's the students that judge the best films. At every screening, university professors, prominent filmmakers, give a session on cinematography and how to become a juror on the various aspects of a film. From the elementary and high school classes, we pass on to another project that encompasses the students from Ryerson School of Fashion, an ongoing partnership the festival has for multiple years.
So this time last year, I was one of the fortunate students, part of Ryerson and ICFF's Fashion competition. I was really inspired to be a part of fashion through my grandmother, my nonna. Really just joining fashion has really become a community, and it's an honor and privilege to have these opportunities.
Fashion is a competition in which the students have to design an outfit inspired by classical cinema with a chance to win a scholarship in Italy. ICFF is a multidisciplinary combination of acclaimed works, films, workshops, exhibitions, events, and manages to create a programming with an incredible international dimension. See you in 2018. Arrivederci al 2018.